What's up, YouTube? Dylan here with Dylanshomeespressobar, and today we are going to be looking at some pour-over recipes. So we are going to go with it. So this recipe is going to be 20 grams of coffee, and yes, you may have asked, I'll answer your question. We are going to be using some Good Brothers coffee today. This is the Guatemalan Espresso. I'm not sure what that says, but you get what I'm saying here. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys up close. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. And yes, Justin, we live, baby, we live. All right, so this is the Guatemalan. Don't know how to pronounce that. It has almond, toffee, and lemon tasting notes. And I am really excited to try this. So, sounds really good. It definitely sounds like it would be a pour-over recipe because you know we want to try to get these tasting notes down pat. So that's what we're going to do. So with this recipe, we are going to be using 20 grams of delicious coffee. And we are going to be using our electric kettle that is now set to 185 Fahrenheit. Because if it was Celsius, that'd be really hot. We are also going to be using our paper filter, and when you start, you always want to make sure you open that filter up, open that bad boy up, and I'm shaking because I had so much, and you want to fold it. And the reason you want to fold these this paper filter the opposite way is so when you put it inside of the actual ceramic itself, it actually stays open. Otherwise, it just keeps folding back. So we are going to place that in now, like so. So we are going to be grinding up 20 grams, and I am going to start out by pouring 3 times the amount of grams that we have of coffee for water. So we are going to be dumping 60 grams of water within the first 10 seconds, and we are going to wait until about 45 seconds, and then at 45 seconds we're going to go ahead and add the remaining amount. So we're going to be looking at about 360 grams total. And then once we hit that minute and 45 second mark, we are then going to start mixing it up, kind of shaking a little bit to even that bed of grinds. And then we are going to be done, hopefully, if we have the right grind setting, around 3 minutes. So around 2 minutes and 50 seconds to 3 minutes is when our brew time should be finished. If not, this recipe, you just have to adjust. Same thing with espresso. You're going to have to adjust your grind size, but we are going to take a guess here. I'm going to go on niche 0. So if you guys own a niche 0, I'm going to be at 42. Now this could change and differentiate between niches and between grinders. So keep that in mind when doing this recipe.
Justin asked, what filters are you using?
So I am actually using
paper filters, right?
Paper filters by it's Coffee and Style by Hario. So this is Hario V60's actual paper filters themselves. So definitely would recommend these. These are extremely nice. I bought these a little bit ago, and I have enjoyed using them and practicing with them as well. So these are amazing. I'm not getting any kind of strong paper taste out of them. So if you guys want some paper filters, try the Hario. And no, I am not sponsored.
It looks like you're doing a
But if Hario, if you're watching, if you want to sponsor my videos, I would absolutely appreciate it. But anyways, we are going to start by going to 20 grams. So let's come on over.
Come on over.
And let's do some measuring.
Linda said that she was just looking at the Clever Dropper. Have you tried that one yet?
I have not tried that one yet. But that is something. All right, so we are going to be doing 20 grams. Don't drink as much caffeine as me because you're going to be shaking. So we're going to try to pour these beans the best I can. Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness. We're staying caffeinated on this channel. Sometimes it's a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing.
Ooh, the Clever Dripper looks cool.
Oh, my goodness. We're spilling beans everywhere. One thing about lives, you can't edit this stuff out. What you see is what you get. All right, so there is 20 grams. I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys more of an up close here. We are using grind size 4 42 on the niche. So if you guys can see this little dial, this little knot right here, it's right on 42. So I am going to be doing my full review on the niche of ownership coming up here soon. So definitely stay tuned for that. So here we go. All right. Now we are going to just use our little silicone plunger to get the rest of those coffee grinds out of there. You don't have to, but I always like to tap it on the counter just to let everything settle. And now we have 20 grams exactly. So what we got in is what we're getting out. So now we are going to come on over to our station. And I will show you guys how I do my pour over. So we are going to tear all of this. I just like to give the beans a little bit of a
Linda
shake.
said that they have different colors for the clever dripper.
So one thing that I am going to do right off the bat is just give that paper filter a little bit of a wet down.
Wet it down.
So not only are we wetting the paper to get that paper taste out, but we are also getting that whatever that thing's called, the canister I call it, a little bit preheated. So we're gonna shake the rest of that out. And then I have this Motta pitcher right here just to kind of dump the rest of the water out. So now what we are going to do is we're going to move this mat a little bit closer. And we are going to set up top. So it's a little bit better to have a bigger scale for this. However, I do not have a bigger scale at the moment. I am looking into getting a better scale for pour overs, but this is what we're going to have to deal with for now. As even of bed grinds as possible. So I'm going to kind of bring you up close as much as I can here. So within 10 seconds, we are going to want to put 3 times the amount of grams. So since we have 20 grams in here, we're going to want to pour 60 grams of water within the first 10 seconds. So yeah, it's pretty fast, but the key to this is just to mainly wet the entire bed of grounds so that way it gets that kind of pre-infusion, kind of pre-brew going. So we're using I'll show you guys, we're using 185 degrees, 186, 185, give or take. This kettle will be posted in the link below. It is a Morocco. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and start our time. And we are going to go ahead and add about 60 grams.
It's a Morocco.
So there's 60 grams in about 10 seconds. So as you can see, this is all of the CO2 or the gases coming out of the beans. So at 45 seconds, so we're just going to let that sit there. At 45 seconds, we're going to add the remaining 300 grams to our coffee grounds. So right now, it's just kind of pre-wetting the grinds. And then once we hit that 45 seconds, we have almost a minute until we have to pour the remaining 300 grams. So we're going to start in the middle and just kind of work our way around. So you're really getting that bloom phase going there. So we're gonna let that drip. I like to pour in the middle and just work my way around. You wanna make sure to hit the edge of the filter so that way any kind of grounds that are on the filter are gonna be off of the side because you wanna make sure you have that nice even brew.
gonna put me to sleep. It's so relaxing.
So there we have 360. So trying to shake that and get the grinds kind of all mixed up and even in there. Bring you guys over here. All right, so pretty boring process once you reach it, but as you see, it's coming down pretty fast. Right here, I like to just give it a little bit of a mix just to kind of incorporate all of it. You don't want to go all the way down and hit the filter, but you're just doing it just enough. So as you can see, the coffee is going pretty fast there. So because of the timing, I mean, we might be just right, actually. So we want to look around 2 minutes and 50 seconds to 3 minutes at 360. So we have the 360 pretty much spot on, and this is going to be done hopefully within 10 seconds, and that is going to be a perfect grind size. So we just hit 3 minutes. As you can see, it's still a little bit wet. So, I mean, I guess you could maybe go down a little bit finer, probably 1 notch. So instead of 42, 41. But that was pretty good. And as you see, we finished with a nice and even bed of ground. So pretty good looking there. So I'd say we're about finished. So now we are just going to move everything off of the scale here. So move the scale out. Set this on the mat. And we're just going to give this a nice little spin here just to kind of release some of the temperature. Just kind of keep swirling it around just to see it's pretty hot. So definitely, this is the first time I've tried this recipe. I just actually made it up. So let's see if it tastes somewhat good. And yeah, so I'm going to bring you guys back here. I just like to try out different recipes of my own, just so that way I can, just keep reinventing new recipes.
Andre asked, what was the setting on the niche? I think I missed that.
42.
42.
So I'm going to do a pour right in front of you guys here. So let's see how clear it is. Some ASMR.
Does ASMR make you fall asleep?
Yes.
That's what I'm feeling. Feels very peaceful.
All right. So again, I'm going to get the coffee that we are trying today. Pull down just a little bit more. Again, we are using Good Brothers coffee. It's the Guatemala blend. It is almond, toffee, and lemon tasting notes. Ooh. And so I thought that because this is a more fruity kind of, I don't know how to put it, more of an, I guess you can say acidic just because of the lemon. Just higher, better tasting notes like for pour over. Yeah, more citrusy is a good word to use. So thought it would be good for a pour over. So I'm gonna go ahead and just blow on it a little bit and give you guys a taste test. Wow. So that is really good actually. So I'm pretty excited. My wife's not gonna like it, but she's gonna give it a try anyways. My neighbor's really loud truck just started, so you guys can hear that. Sounds like a glorified lawnmower, just like mine, I guess. That is so.
It's not.
And I'm not just telling you guys just to tell you that, because I'll tell you if it's bad.
Not bad.
It's like extremely smooth. So something that I have really loved about pour overs and stuff is I was so used to drinking espresso with milk-based beverages. I was always making lattes and cappuccinos. I thought that's why I loved coffee. But I've gotten into more pour overs, AeroPress. I can't wait to get into more lever machines, just because there's so much versatility when it comes to coffee. There's so many recipes to try. There's just so many things that you can do with coffee. And I am extremely happy to bring you guys along in my journey, in our journey, in trying new coffee, trying new beans. Also, I want to give a shout out to Dane for sending us beans. I really, really appreciate that. Also, Jamin, thank you for sending them from where you're at as well. So, again, big shout out to them too. I can't wait to do a live tasting with you guys, get it pre-recorded and send it out. But really excited. Fun times. So we still have a lot more. I don't think I'm going to be drinking all that because way too much caffeine right now. But I'm going to go ahead and give it one more taste test just because it is cooled down a little bit more. And you basically, what I've been reading in all my forums and online is you want to wait about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes before trying the shot to really get to really develop those tasting notes and develop that palate. So I'm going to give you guys another taste test here.
And I'll give you another taste test. Why are you laughing?
Actually, a little bit of ASMR, but I feel like you gotta like slurp it to get the real tasting notes. So let me go ahead and try it.
Why would you want to slurp it? It's not ASMR. That's gross.
No, yeah, it is. It's like
slurping.
Yeah, any sounds are ASMR.
Oh.
Like. Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on.
What was wrong with me tasting it?
That is so good. So again, I'm going to recap the recipe while she's giving her side of the tasting notes. I don't know why she tries it all the time because she does not like black coffee.
It's delicious.
It's delicious.
It's actually not
Barista Brittany approved. All right, so the recipe
really
was
bad,
again we use Guatemalan. You can use any beans. I prefer fresher beans just because you're going to get the more tasting notes. So in all seriousness, the recipe that we used today was 20 grams of coarsely grounded coffee. We used grind setting number 42 on the niche. We probably could have used 41, so one step finer. We still did really good. We hit 360 grams in, we hit 360 grams in about 3 minutes and 10 seconds. The perfect is about 2 minutes and 50 to 3 minutes. So again, that's 20 grams of coffee. Within that first 10 seconds, I did about 3 times the amount of coffee. So in the first 10 seconds, we did 60 grams of 185 degrees Fahrenheit for our water. And then once we hit that 45-second mark, we then added the remainder of the 300 grams of water to equal that 360. And then at 1 minute and 45 seconds, we went ahead and swirled it a little bit just to kind of even up the bed of coffee and the bed of grounds inside of the filter. So we get a nice even extraction. And then I would say about the last like 15 to 20 seconds just to kind of give it a little bit more of a stir, just to make sure you have a well-rounded and balanced cup of coffee. And then at the end, I would definitely recommend getting some kind of pitcher like this. The Hario is amazing, just so you can kind of swirl it around, really mix it together. It also cools it down a lot faster. And then I would say give it about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes before you start drinking it, just so you get the most clarity in your cup. Again, I thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new to the channel, thank you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's going to be many more coffee recipes, many more adventures to follow.
Many more to come.
In our channel. We are going to be doing a series of Does Tamping Pressure Matter? And we are going to be comparing the niche with the Atom 75, and then we're just going to be comparing every single one of the grinders that I currently own, and we might be adding a couple here and there down the road. So definitely stay tuned for that series next week.
Stay tuned.
However, we are going to be going live technically tomorrow, but today, because I'm not going to be going to bed until the next time I go live.
If you're feeling up to it.
If you're feeling up to it, she'll be sleeping.
You're feeling up to it.
I'll be feeling up to it. I am getting off work tonight at 2:05 a.m. Don't ask about the 2:05, it's weird. 2:05 a.m. Central Time. So at about 2:30 a.m. I am going to be going live and doing another V60 pour over recipe and just kind of have a little bit more fun with you guys as a thanks to those around the world who cannot watch the lives right now because it is a different time zone. So again, my name is Dylan with Dylanshomeespressobar. This is my wife, Barista Brittany. We are extremely excited for the future of this channel. I am hoping to create my coffee cart here soon, and we are hoping to be in the local farmers market here. So if you're in the area and if you guys are watching and you guys are supporting us in our adventure, if we're not into the farmers market, definitely look forward to us being in other places, hopefully being a pop-up coffee cart. So definitely fun adventures awaits. So if you guys are up to it, make sure to keep following us on our journey. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button, hit that like button, because that really helps our channel grow and helps us reach more people from around the world. So again, I thank you guys so much for watching.
Yep.
We will see you guys later tomorrow, early tomorrow at 2:30 Central Time, a.m. We'll see you there.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.